Man, we live on Zoom and YouTube technology.
We are live.
Says we're on Zoom, and then I guess we're live on YouTube.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube, man.
Look at that, man.
Put these
Knock
headphones on so I can.
Knock on wood, we made it to this level of technological advancement.
I mean, this is really just the beginning. I mean, we have like what Alpha is doing is truly inspiring as well.
Hey, you got that choppy style right there.
I do.
Look at that. You advanced. You actually became a robot.
Hopefully be less choppy for on the line. I know it's not it's not perfect, but I was saying my fucking computer slow as hell. Upgrades still coming for that. Once I get a new computer, I'll be able to do a lot more of the stuff. Like Alpha was doing stuff because like he has the power to. Even him, which you know makes his he makes his own computers and upgrades his own shit. And he has like a fucking programming degree. I digress. Anybody who might be watching, which I assume there's very little, will have no clue what the fuck we're talking about. But we do a separate podcast. It's mainly football and other sports. But this right here, this is just about ball. This is just ball. I don't know if that's the title yet, but I just came up with that now. It is me and PJ. We're going East Coast to West Coast, baby. I'm out in Virginia.
And the Lakers.
Yeah, you're a Lakers fan now? Jesus Christ. Well, anyway, it's your boy, it's Johnny, and over there is Pootie, Padmo, PJ. You got a nickname, tag name? I always thought Alpha, P. Big Dick P. Wow.
You forgot that one. You gotta go. You went through all other nicknames. Come on, bro.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I forgot all the hoes call you that. My bad.
Anyways, man, yeah, it's all good, bro. Whether it's October, mid-October, Halloween time, see a lot of Halloween shit out here.
Absolutely, but let's get right into it. We're here to talk about basketball. I mean, we have our biases. I'm a Wizards fan. This man is a Spurs fan. I'm not gonna let you be like I'm just a Mavericks and a Lakers
they're
fan.
about to be on the come up, bro. They're about to get Tim Duncan 2.0 with Victor Wembanyama.
Who?
Spurs.
What did you just say?
Victor Wembanyama.
I don't. You can't spell that.
Wembanyama.
I'm not checking, but if he becomes good, we'll all know his name because I recall, years ago, and I wanted to ask you who you think's like probably top 3 MVP. Remember years ago, I was making fun of Giannis Antetokounmpo. I said spelling that motherfucker's name will win you all the points to Scrabble. You're like, you just win Antetokounmpo. Like that shit is crazy.
So you actually haven't heard about this kid, Victor Wembanyama? Have you seen him play?
No, I'm actually. I hate to say that I'm a little out of the loop in NBA.
No, that's impressive because it was the news for a week, like heavy news.
Really?
Yeah. So it's impressive that you didn't catch that, which is good that you're not on social media like that. But anyways, kid is. So you don't know about him at all?
No.
Okay, so it's a great segue because a lot of teams are going to tank this year, right? Some have said that he is the greatest.
You can't take in basketball, like it's a lottery.
But you have, I think, a 20% chance if you're the first seed. I mean, you are the number 1 seed going into the draw, like lottery. So, but hear me out. Some have said he's the greatest basketball prospect ever. And people have said definitely he's the best prospect since LeBron James. Okay? This is the conversation. Okay. He is 7'3" barefoot. He has 8 foot wingspan.
Okay.
And I knew about him before, but I didn't really see him play. He popped out here because he played against the G League team. So he came to the US for the first time and played in Vegas against the Ignite. So that's the first time he was on, I think he was on ESPN. That's also why. And he plays for a French national, he plays for a French team, and my man had 7 threes. He can shoot the ball. He had a nice stroke. He's a really good shooter. He shoots the ball high. He can dribble the ball. He can block shots. They say he's easily the best blocker, in the NBA if he comes into the league. So he's that good. So that's from he's a French kid at 18 years old.
Victor Wembanyama.
French kid.
I think we're just gonna have to call him Victor.
Okay. But the crazy thing, John, the second pick is playing for Ignite. Have you heard of Scoot Johnson? I have never heard of him. Have you heard of him before?
No, I've never heard of Scooter.
Okay. So
Scotty Scoot.
He is a consensus second draft pick in this draft, right? He's playing for the Ignite this year. He's a 6'2" guard, and they say that he is also a generational talent. They're like he's an unbelievable talent. He played in that game. He scored I think 27 points. He's 6'2", he can sky, he has handles, he has toughness. So people are saying he is also a generational talent. So the Wizards got a fucking tank.
I mean, they'll take unintentionally. Don't worry about that. But I'm saying I don't buy. Okay, do I believe that? Because all right, it's just possible. Just a couple years ago, they were like 2 generational talents, Ja Morant and Zion Williamson.
Yeah,
I'm like maybe they'll be there, but and they still have time. I mean, the young Zion Williamson has a lot he has to prove this year, which is a topic we'll get into later. But Ja Morant obviously seems like he's like that, but can't say they're generationally yet. I mean, it takes a little when it's generational, it takes
no, if Zion is healthy, yeah, they're both generational talents. But I mean, when you get a chance, John, take a look because
I see him. I haven't seen him.
7 months, he's gonna be all over TV, being the number 1 pick in the NBA draft.
Basically, he looks like a 4-inch taller Chet Holmgren. But
basically, that's a good comparison. Yep.
I mean, he looks exactly like him. He looks fucking scrawny, and he looks small, like Durant did, kind of when he was in Texas. And but I mean, I guess if he has handles, then I mean, you really can't deal with him.
Yeah, he can move. The thing about him the thing that makes what amazes people, he can move
because he can move. Okay, I mean,
shooting
the 3-3. Yeah, Bobo can shoot the 3.
Yeah, but he can move better than Bobo. His kid and Bobo can't play defense. But they all meant 2 future generational talents, arguably coming into the draft. So you want to talk about the East, John? What do you want to do? What do you want to do about the coming NBA season? I am excited to start the season. I'm gonna watch some games. I think the season starts next Thursday or Wednesday. I forget. Let's start.
What I am most excited about is that we've kind of been. This is a good year to start this because this is probably going to be one of the better years, more entertaining years, years of old. You know, when you right now, I'll say knock on wood. Are there any key injuries that are happening? I feel like finally everybody is fully healthy. Coming into the season, and I feel like it hasn't been like that in a long time. So looking to see.
Yep, that's exactly. You took the words out of my mouth. Everyone is healthy. No one's missing the start of the season. I can't think of any major player that's missing the start of the season.
Does Michael Porter Jr. have a back yet?
Yeah, he's back. But the excitement is you have people who missed all of last season. I'm going to put Ja in there because, we didn't see Ja at the end of the season, end of the playoffs. Ja, Kevin Leonard.
Leonard, I say Jamal Murray.
Murray, you can go on, and Zion. Like, there's so many players coming back. It's so exciting.
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, everybody being full now. Like, I would say, let's start with you. Let's start on the West Coast because I would say what team, like in the West Coast. I'll ask you after I say mine because I'm going to be selfish. The New Orleans Pelicans. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're doing because I'm a believer in Zion. I know. I think people like secretly think he wants to get out of there, but I think he's smart to be like, look, I got a long fucking career ahead of me. I don't need to push it out there. I need to be fully healthy. So, I mean, now we'll find out if he's injury prone. We should see a full year of Zion, like with no restrictions. Ever since he came into this league, he's had restrictions on his fucking numbers, on his playing time, other bullshit like that. So I would like to see a fully unleashed Zion. I want to see what the coach is going to do. Is Zion going to be running some type of point forward type of thing because that was working for them at a certain period of time. But with CJ McCullough and Brandon Ingram, like, and then even Josh, they still got some pieces on the bench. They're a really solid team because CJ McCullough is a valid number 2. And so is, I think, Brandon Ingram, who's been a back-to-back All-Star. And Zion Williamson, if he can take that I'm the number 1 guy thing, which he shouldn't be shy about in his is this his fourth year? I think it was his 4th year, right?
This is his 4th year. This is his 4th year.
Yeah. So, I mean, he don't need to be shy about the franchise being, because like at this point, I think he has 1 more year left on his rookie thing, and then it's time to pay them max money. So
no, they already gave him extension. They already signed extension.
Oh, that's right, they did. Okay.
Yep. I mean, look. So what do you want to talk about? The
West. We're going to the West. Who do you like? What team excites you? What team are you?
So, yep, I get your point. I definitely, the Pelicans. I think they're going to be really good. They're going to be really fun to play.
Definitely going to make they're definitely going to be clearly in the playoffs. Probably top 5. I'd assume top 6.
Ooh, you're putting in the top 5. Okay.
I say probably 5 or 6. Yeah, in the West. But yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say I'm looking at last year's final records. Who excites me? I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm gonna say the Timberwolves, right?
Okay.
Timberwolves and Nuggets.
I can't do both. All right. Well, I wanted to say Nuggets. And
okay,
I chose
everyone agrees with Nuggets.
So yeah, Nuggets.
Timberwolves, man, I want to see. I remember going into last season, we had George Sobers on our pod. And I remember, I said Anthony Edwards. I'm interested to see how Anthony Edwards grows going into his 3rd season. Right now, he's 3 seasons in the NBA. It'd be interesting. He's not had an NBA playoff atmosphere, games. It's gonna be scary to see how good he is. Same D'Angelo Russell, how good is he? And Cat, and finally, their defense. They went for broke. They have a really good starting 5, man. They have a really good starting 5. They have a good team.
What are they gonna do without Pat Bev?
So they had Gobert. I'm excited to see how they play. I think they're gonna come out hard, man, and it's gonna be on the nose. So.
Yeah, Gobert is finally going to be in a spot where there's a plethora of playmakers around him, where pretty much all he has to worry about is being like, he's in like the Dennis Rodman role. He's like, get rebounds, block, play defense, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like unfortunately, like he got paid too much and still getting paid too much, really. He needed to be a scorer in Utah. They needed him to like actually put up 20 points a game.
Yeah, but it's not his.
Impossible.
They weren't passing the ball. Like I get he doesn't have the offensive repertoire, but the Utah Jazz they had no point guard to get him the ball. They never ran any plays for him. That too. I want to see how we developed offensively. But yeah, man, the Timberwolves.
I worry with the thing about Rudy is the same thing. Kind of ran into the problem with Mitchell when you have player like Anthony Edwards or more Anthony Edwards than D'Angelo Russell that is capable of slashing and getting to the basket. Sometimes running that set for Rudy is like you almost want to get him out of the lane so they can attack the basket. And, they run into those problems with Utah. But with Utah being out, that's what I'm really saying that the Pelicans will be up in there. And then the Timberwolves are probably in the same range, that 6-7 range for the playoffs. I like it. I love Anthony Edwards.
I think Timberwolves have a better record than Pelicans.
Okay. Let's start with the bet. Gentleman's bet, sir. That's a gentleman's bet.
That's a gentleman's bet.
Pelicans will have a better record than
I'm back being a Minnesota fan, dog. I never left.
You back? That was Twan. He's loved Kevin Garnett. When did you become a fucking Timberwolves fan, dog? You didn't even care about the Spurs and Greg Popovich no more. No, you're such a traitor.
I'm back, dog.
Manu Ginobili was spitting your face, dog. You traitor.
I know you would. My man made it to the Basketball Hall of Fame. Much respect.
He deserves to be in it. He was good in multiple countries, and
if Ginobili was out here now in this era, bro, oh my goodness, he would be killing in this era.
I mean, he'd probably be killing it in all the like Iverson would be killing it in this era. What I'm saying, people it's a more
wide open game.
Yeah, it's pussified. Let's call it that.
Okay. Well, on the West, I guess we'll hear on the West a couple of interesting talking points. How good do you think the Mavericks are to the Cowboys? Dallas Mavericks going to be
fucking Cowboys.
What is the expectation with Luka, Mavericks? What do you think? I mean, I'm gonna be watching.
I think they're around that same vein. Maybe, probably in the 5, 6, 7 range.
Be better than last year, or as a team? Maybe not finishing, but as a team.
They. I mean, what did they change in the offseason to get better? I'm asking you. You're more of a Mavericks fan than me. I'm just asking.
So they lost. Obviously, everyone knows they lost Jalen Branson.
Okay.
They got Christian Wood, and they're getting Tim Hardaway Jr. back. He was injured.
Oh.
And they're getting a better Josh Green, who's I think he's going to his third season. He's supposedly a better player.
So he got better. Okay, and then
better Luka. They got Luka is also a better player.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone on the team, I think, I'm not trying to be a homer. I think he's coming in a better player. And they got Fabu. They got the backup point guard from Denver, Fabu. You know what I'm talking about, Kun Corridor.
And now, so they lose Spencer Dinwiddie too. Was he?
And Spencer Dinwiddie's better. He's coming off now.
Is he better?
1 year removed from his ACL. I mean,
1 year, just a 1 year. Yeah, I guess so. It's 2 years.
Yeah, y'all didn't know what y'all had. He's about to put on a show.
That is literally like your best shot. If he needs to
Well, I think Luka's gonna be better too. I think Luka's gonna come in and be like, yo, I'm not gonna fuck around. I'm gonna be the best player in the NBA. I think he's gonna come in he's coming in good shape for him, like the best shape for him. And I think he's gonna play well because last month he played in fucking Euro. He was putting heavy minutes out there in Eurobasket. So I have hope that he's going to come in on fire.
So all the other Europeans.
The coaching staff. I just got hope.
All right, you got hope.
Okay, they're gonna. All right, another gentleman's bet. I'm gonna look at their first 10 games schedule. Okay, their first 10 games.
We're going to get to that's too much.
No, okay, but let me real quick. I'm right here. Okay, regular season: Phoenix, Memphis, New Orleans, Brooklyn.
That's 4 losses. That's 4 losses. That's 5 losses. 2 wins.
Toronto, Brooklyn. They can play Brooklyn twice in the first 10 games.
That's 3 wins.
You got Orlando, Washington, Poland right after that.
They're gonna be They're gonna start 3-7.
Okay. Okay. Gentlemen's bet. They're gonna go 9-6 first 15 games.
Okay.
No,
So that
you just
means 3-7. Okay, like all right. Maybe, yeah, this is possible.
10-5.
Oh no, let's go back to 9.
Okay, 9-6. So I'm gonna say they're gonna come out on fire, John. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be really interesting to see.
All right. So okay, I'm just saying. What do you think I think they round out. Like one of these teams are gonna end up probably in the play-in trying to get in, but yeah, they're probably 6-7. I would say Mavericks. Like I don't see them. I don't because of how much stronger. I still like if this is just if nobody is injured. I don't see them being a better team than the Pelicans. I don't see them being a better team than the Timberwolves. I definitely don't see them also always the biggest outlier is the fucking Lakers. Maybe LeBron racing out of the hat, but I think the Lakers will probably be fucking 8-9, like trying to play into the goddamn playoffs. Then above them will be the Nuggets, Grizzlies, Clippers, Warriors. I mean, that rounds out what I assume. I assume like the 1, 2, 3 will be Clippers, Warriors, Nuggets. Then
Nuggets high. Okay.
Yeah, with no injuries. They've been 3 or they've been 2. But yeah, Warriors, Clippers, Nuggets, then now we're around the 4. Who's the man? I feel like I'm missing a team that's supposed to be the 4, but I guess that moves up. Maybe it's gonna be the Mavericks. Maybe that's where the Mavericks go.
How you gonna forget the Mavericks, man?
No, because I think the Mavericks could be a 5 or a 6. But I'm saying the Mavericks are right there in like somebody's going to be the darling, be the team that's playing way better than they should be.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I think you talked about it. See, once again, I talked about
Utah's done.
We talked about Victor Wembanyama. People are saying the Rockets be bad, the Thunder are going to be bad, Utah is going to be bad. Utah, going to be bad. San Antonio. I mean, a lot of bottom feed teams, bro. I'm telling you. I think there'll be some wins to be had.
Oh, that's who I kept forgetting at 4. I knew I forgot somebody at 4. The Grizzlies. No, the Grizzlies. Motherfucker with Ja Morant and the rest of them. Okay. So I believe it would be Warriors. Clippers, Nuggets, then the Grizzlies. Then I would say it's either I would say let's say the Mavericks, Pelicans, Timberwolves, and then no, my fault. That's too high. Timberwolves probably be 8. 7 will probably be either I'll be the Pelicans or
Lakers. Yo, fuck you say the Lakers. God damn, we got no.
You know who we're forgetting?
Say the word.
Do you know who we're forgetting? You know who we're forgetting? The fucking Phoenix Suns.
Oh yes. I thought you mentioned the Phoenix
Suns. The Sun will be in the top 4 easily, probably. So 4 or 5. So now that's the Warriors, that's the Clippers, that's the Suns, the Grizzlies, the Nuggets, and you think the Mavericks are going to be better than that? You think the Mavericks are going to be above the top 2? Like, no, you got them in the 6th spot. I'm like, what do you mean? That's not crazy to think they'll be 6.
All right.
That's behind the Suns, the Warriors,
top 3 seed.
The fucking Mavericks. I'll take that all day.
All right.
I don't need a gentleman's bet on that. I'll bet you $100. Fuck the gentleman. I bet you $100 US. That $100 currency.
Slovenian.
That's what you take. But 100 pesos. whatever, how much ever that is. I'll bet you 100 pesos.
So, so I think I told you Luka's going to be coming as the best player in the league. You hating on my man. How you going to tell me a best player in the league can't get his team to the top 3 seed? Okay, $100.
You're talking about MVP. Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook on MVP as 6 seed or 7 seed or something like that. So I'm like, don't say you can't be an MVP, and then I also have this happened plenty of times.
Yeah, true. I'm gonna say Luka's gonna come on. Hey, I'm gonna go out on a little bit of a limb. I think
you are going out on a ledge.
Well, they have had. This is by far, John.
This is without injury. This is everybody full teams.
Everybody, all NBA. They have by far the best center lineup they've ever had. Luka's ever had. You don't understand.
I was going to ask if they were going to play defense. They're going to play defense this year?
So Dwight Powell's not even going to get minutes this year, dog. It's going to be JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee's a good player. And then it's going to be Christian Wood.
Well, they're going to play at the same time, aren't they?
No, Christian Wood's off the bench.
Christian Wood should start.
That's what people are saying, but hey.
No way JaVale McGee should start. Christian Wood should start because
Christian Wood is really, really good player. He's
good. He was the best player.
Oh, there you go. So why are you gonna hate on then? You only think Christian Wood and Luka Doncic can be the top 3 seed?
Because you also lost Jalen Brunson. So I guess Spencer Dinwiddie starts.
Fuck Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
Player, I love him, but fuck Jalen Brunson, man. You're acting as if we fucking lost fucking Babe Ruth from the Boston Red Sox in 1915.
Yeah, you lost your second best player easily statistically. That's what happened. You lost your second best player. This is like, yeah, you lost your second best player. I don't know what to say to that.
Okay, who's a better player, Christian Wood or Jalen Brunson?
Jalen Brunson.
I'm off this podcast. I'm
out. You barely even watch Christian Wood's game. You think he's gonna play center. Christian Woods is barely a power forward. He's just a little tall.
He's fucking 6'11", dog. He needs barely a power forward.
Yeah, okay. Ben Simmons is 6'10".
Let me look at actually his.
Ben Simmons is 6'10". Are you telling me he's a forward now? A real forward? He's a real power forward.
They have him at 6'9". They haven't looked at a 6'9".
Yeah, exactly. He's not even. I was like 6'11". Not even that. I'm saying so. He's smaller than Ben Simmons. You're like
that's not right, man. This is probably 4 years ago. You know how it is.
Okay, maybe 4. Yeah.
Okay. Let me give you a few inches. It's just we're deep into my man Christian Wood. Well, his stats, the regular season, he averaged. His 4th season in the league, 5th season. That's the Detroit season. He had 13 and 6 rebounds. Then he had 21 and 10 with the Houston Rockets. Then last year he had 17 and 10. His 3-point percentage has been the last 3 seasons 39, 37.
That sounds a lot like a center.
39, 37, 38.
Yeah, he's not a real center, or he's like a power forward.
He can play center. He can close the game.
He's less of a center than Powell.
Okay, okay. Well, we'll go into center of problems.
He should play power forward, and I guess JaVale McGee should play center. And then
no, because they like the Bang Bros. They want Bang Bros to start. You know what Bang Bros?
Hey, are you talking about porn now?
No, Bang Bros. That's what they call Dwight Finney-Smith and Dorian Finney-Smith and oh my goodness, my man with the hair.
What about Jizz Mops?
What about
the Jizz Mops, dog? What about
the hair? Bullock.
Yeah, Reggie Bullock
are the Bang Bros. I'm not talking about porn, dog. Why are you talking about porn? What's Gizmop?
What's a Gizmop? Oh well, I think Jizz Mop. A mop for Jizz is what.
That's gonna be a nickname of some people.
Yeah. That's what Luca and Woody are. The fucking Jizz Mops.
Oh Lord. But hey. The Bang Bros, the Jizz Mop, it is, dog.
Hey, they come on the floor and they spread it around. That's what they do.
All right. The last topic in the Western Conference, bro. So you got no faith in the Lakers, none.
I told you. I think they're battling. They're battling for 8. They're battling in the. Regardless, the Lakers will be in the playoff tournament, whatever, the 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever the
play in.
Yeah, they'll be in the play-in. Guaranteed they'll be in the play-in. Right?
Okay.
It's like if no injuries, there's no way they're gonna be better than the Clippers, the Suns, the Warriors.
Who's the second greatest player of all time?
LeBron James.
Okay. All right. The level of hate and selective memory.
I mean, I almost say Kobe, but you know,
it's short-sighted. LeBron is going to have a good season. AD is going to have a good season, and I think Westbrook is going to either get traded or I don't know, benched. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully, he'll play better. They have a solid team.
Hey, PJ.
I think they're going to win
time out. What is it?
45 games and be
okay, and then be above 6 or 7. Okay, 45 games. They're not going to win 50 games in the West. And then not.
I was about to say
it. I'm like, they're gonna be an 8 seed with 45 games in the West. But all right, well, I'll say this. Who's the greatest player of all time?
What's up?
Who's the greatest player of all time?
LeBron James.
Oh, okay. In your opinion. Fuck you. I knew you were gonna do that shit. Fuck
no,
you.
That's my argument. That's my answer now.
You asked me who's the second greatest player of all time. Debate me. Because you knew I was going to say LeBron James. And then I asked you because the obvious fucking answer is Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
No.
He's obviously the greatest player of all time.
If LeBron let me ask you one thing. If LeBron gets one more title, that's why it's amazing. The next couple of seasons are going to be amazing for LeBron. If he can get one more title, if he gets to 5, and maybe he ties Steph, or maybe he's won over Steph. I think I'm gonna say LeBron is the greatest player ever. I already think he is, but I can see the argument, right? But
I give you the longevity. Things have changed scientifically. That's why Tom Brady's playing until he's 45. LeBron James is drinking baby blood and doing whatever the hell those other rich people do to stay young. So I get it. That's how he's able to do it. But right now, I was going to bait you into saying Michael Jordan, the greatest player of all time, because we all know it is, and anybody probably listening would agree.
Okay.
So, but I wanted to say this. This is Michael Jordan on the Wizards. All right. It's not Michael Jordan on the fucking Bulls.
No, it's not.
This is LeBron.
How are you gonna sit? All right, I'm about to bring up. I got stats. It's gonna be alive here, motherfucker. All right, here we go. Stats. LeBron James. I'm gonna count the number. This is his 20th season, correct? Upcoming is his 20th season. What season you want me to go to, John? Just pick a season. Last season?
Go to last season and go to Jordan's final season. I don't care.
Okay.
All right. Go to Jordan's second to last season. Okay. The first was the Bullets season or whatever.
Okay. Last season, LeBron only played 56 games. Okay. That could be a knock. He played 56 games.
Okay.
3-point percentage, 36%. Free throws, 75. Total rebounds, 8. Assists, 6. Points, 30. He went 36-8. Okay? Good numbers. Okay.
Good numbers.
Good number. At 19 season in the freaking league.
And how many of so you say, all right. Okay, look.
Okay.
No. He could do all. We just do fine. He could do all of that, but he's not gonna win. You know why? You know why he's not gonna win?
Okay.
Because motherfucking Anthony Davis is Mr. Glass. You know the only time he won a championship. You know how he won a championship? A pandemic happened. Give me 6 extra months for Anthony Davis to get healthy and then only play the playoffs. It's the only literal way Anthony Davis can finish an entire season is if there is a 6-month hiatus in the middle of it. And I'll be proven again this year when motherfucking Anthony Davis is hurt by Christmas. Guaranteed. Another bet. Gentlemen's bet on that. I bet $50 Anthony Davis is done for the year by Christmas.
No, yeah, he's not gonna be done.
Come on, dog. Come on.
Yeah,
Anthony Davis. All right. Over under. Anthony Davis plays more than 60% of the games this year. What do you want to bet on that?
Yeah, he will. I'm not saying he's gonna.
How many percentage are you willing to go? 70? 80?
I think no. It's not percentage. I'll say he'll play.
It's a percentage. 60 games?
63
You think he'll play 63 games? I'll take that bet. That's another gentleman's bet. We will go back on.
We got a couple of bets.
We got a couple of bets. I gotta write these down. They're fucking.
I forgot the second bet we had. All right. So Michael Jordan. Back to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, 38 years old. Washington Wizards. Not the last season. All right, John, what do you want me to say? Okay, 3-point percentage, he only took 1 3, 0.189. Free throw percentage, 0.79. Rebounds total, 5.7. Assists, 5. Points, 22.9, 23. 23, 5 and 5, and he couldn't shoot a 3. 38 years old.
After 4 years of not playing, being up in the fucking, after all those things, he came in.
Okay, his previous season, the one he won a championship with the Chicago Bulls. You talk about he's 34 years old, 28.7 a game, assists, 3 assists, 3.5 assists, rebounds 5.8 to 20. I would say 29, 3 and 6. Good free throw percentage. Once again, couldn't shoot a 3.
How many steals? Steals per game.
Steals per game, 1.7.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, it's not that much better, but like LeBron did all that crap last year because there was no other offense. Like he didn't Anthony Davis wasn't there. Russell Westbrook basically shouldn't have been there. And then they just had a bunch of young bums, but that was because they had sold everything and won the championship years before. And every year they have to find new free agents and washed up players that were gone from basically the NBA and put them together and try to win a game. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the year, like fucking Michael Beasley's on the team again or something, whatever. Like he just picks up any random people that had a name at some point. Like, so there's Beverly on there. Carmelo Anthony, I guess, is still playing. Russell Westbrook is going to be so is Westbrook.
Man, I've never seen a player get so much I'm not talking about his game. It's obviously he's playing bad. I've never seen someone get so much vitriol. Maybe it's because I live in LA, right? That maybe because I'm seeing it. I'm on social media. Bro, people are on him every day. Like he's on the huddle. He's not doing this. He can't shoot. Bro, that's like getting I know he's making about $50 million a year, right? So you can't laugh at this. Like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the end of the world, but he's getting a lot of hate. I just don't want to see him play bad. He's going to continue to get hate at a national level.
I got you. You know who's going through a parallel like him right now to me? If I don't want to talk a lot of football, but
Draymond.
No, I said football.
Okay.
It's like Russell Wilson. It's like,
oh, that's a good comparison.
It's like, yeah, you were doing so great. Like, what happened? You fell off a cliff. Like, people are mad because of what he was. It wasn't like a gradual fall off. Like, Westbrook went from literally 2 years ago passing Oscar Robertson, being on the Wizards, still getting the claim, to going to the Lakers and because they had so much hype because it was his hometown. And he grew up in LA and he was always a Lakers fan. And he played was the worst. He fell off of a fucking cliff. So if Russell Wilson continues to play like this for the entire, people were like, all right, Westbrook will eventually start playing better. He never did. If Wilson plays like he's been playing last few weeks the entire season, people in Denver are gonna be like, fuck this dude. I hate him. They're going to go crazy. They're gonna all this money we're paying him and he's doing this. People are going to murder Russell Wilson. It'll be the same thing. If he doesn't figure out a way to play a little better and get them to win some games where he's like that, if he goes a whole season like throwing 200 yards, throwing interceptions, and then losing, and then not even making the playoffs, yeah, Russell Wilson will get treated like Russell Westbrook in Denver, just as Russell Westbrook get treated in LA. And that's how it be, because he's getting paid so much money and you expect a certain amount of greatness because you've seen it before in the past. And maybe they just don't have it anymore. I watch Carson Wentz play football. I know certain people can't keep the magic that they once had.
All right, let's get to the East. I think you're right, man. I think the Lakers, after all that shit, I think they're gonna be in the play-in. Hopefully there'll be a 7th or 8th. And if they can get in the playoffs, I think they have a chance, right? You have LeBron James, best of 7, you got a chance.
They do, because I think
serious.
I think with the minds, like I think with the mind of LeBron, I mean, I don't know how much help Pat Beverly is. He's just kind of annoying to deal with. But I think just with the mind of LeBron alone, once they're in a series, there'll be adjustments that, it keeps him in every series for sure. But like I said, the whole team is on Anthony Davis. And like I said, will he play 63 games? I don't know. So it's on Anthony Davis being, and then not just, he's coming back in and he's working. So he needs to be fully healthy.
Because like a lot of hate on the Lakers, man. A lot of haters starting with John. Let's go to the East, bro. We've been on the West. What you got? Man. What is your?
I'm only paying attention really to one team.
What's that?
Cleveland Cavaliers. The only team in the East that I really.
Victor Wembanyama is a 7-4, cuz from the Cavaliers. Evan Mobley, 7-4 Evan Mobley. So there you go. Okay.
Oh, okay. I was like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, Evan Mobley is a decent 3-point shooter, but like, yeah, Evan Mobley should take a step. He's a good player. I mean, you got to see what Donovan Mitchell can do. They still have Sexton, I believe. And
they don't have Sexton. Come on, bro.
No, not Sexton. What's the other Darius Garland?
They got Garland, and they I think also got.
Sorry, they got Garland. They got LeVert, who was injured all last year, and Jared Allen, who was injured most last year. That's starting 5.
Top 5? What are you getting him? Top 6? What you got?
Oh, in the East?
Put your money where your mouth is.
Definitely, I would say probably 4 or 5.
Okay, so give me you went to the West. Give me your East. I'll tell you if you forget a team.
Well, I guess my East is
Milwaukee or Philly. Or Boston.
No, it's gonna be out, not Boston. I don't know how good they'll be. They had a problem with coaching before. Ime Udoka is a great coach for them. And the year before, with all the same talent, they were 7-8 seed in NBA. So I don't know how well they're going to do during the regular season. So I can't say they're going to be top 4. The Celtics will make the playoffs. They got too much talent, but I don't think they're going to be a.
So anyway, you got number 1.
Number 1, I think I got to go with Brooklyn, man. This is a crazy. I don't know if that's a crazy thought.
Okay, Brooklyn.
Yep.
I just heard that. Okay. So you're going to tell me they're coming out on focus, no missed games, no bullshit, good defense. You're going to say, you're basically saying all-star Kyrie, all-star Kevin Durant, all-star Ben.
I think people are going to, I think people have forgotten because he can't shoot and are going to forget how much Ben Simmons can actually change the trajectory of a game, how important he actually is. You might not want him taking the last shot, but that doesn't mean he's not an important player for the team. And defensively, it was where they needed the most help. So I think, he could play all 5 positions defensively. I think he's gonna definitely help. Like when they go play when they go play the Bucks, who will probably be a top 3. I think they'll be probably second or third in the East. I would say second. So I would go Nets first because I think Ben Simmons is going to show, like, when the 76ers were number 1 and you know, so like they had Ben Simmons on that team. It was Ben Simmons and Embiid, you know. And that's what got them there until you know, into the playoffs and all. We know all the stuff with Doc Rivers and all that other bullshit. Yeah, we definitely get that, but I think people are going to see Ben Simmons back where he was. He's going to be important to that team because Kyrie's not a point guard. He shouldn't have, and he can't be. That's why James Harden had to be the point guard. And James Harden's not really a good point guard. He just has a better point guard skill set than Kyrie. And you know, he was the ball handler. But I think letting Ben Simmons handle the ball up the floor and making the right pass as far as, you know, do I get it to somebody, streak it to the basket? He has LeBron James-esque passing ability. He has no shooting, but Ben Simmons can pass very, very well. So I think he'll be able to facilitate that. And if he doesn't, you know, find somebody for easy buckets, you hand the ball off to Kyrie or you hand the ball off to Kevin and let one of them cook. And I think it's better than I think it's a better fit than Harden. So I've been waiting for this since last year. I thought it might happen during the playoffs last year, but it didn't. So I think they will be probably the best. The only thing that might hold them back is that Steve Nash, I don't think is a coach that you can really trust yet, but maybe in his 3rd year, he might have learned something. He might have become a better coach. So Nets, Bucks, then I would say 76ers. Yeah, you still don't know how well. I mean, they still got a pretty decent core. They still got Thibault. Harden has to be even better, but Joel Embiid seems to have finally shaken off all the injury bugs. He seems to play through a lot of injuries, so he seems determined. I would think he's been chasing that MVP for years. So I'm assuming he's going to chase it again this year. And then 4th spot, I guess I would go Cavs. Cavs are 4th spot last year without any of the, you know, without Donovan Mitchell being added to the team. So I expect them to be at least in the top 4. 5th, I guess the Celtics.
Sorry, you give me a top 5 one more time to get all in order. What is it?
I said first Brooklyn, Bucks, 76ers, Cleveland Cavaliers,
Boston
Celtics, then
Toronto, Chicago, Atlanta.
I would say Chicago. No, I would say Chicago.
6. Chicago. Then you got Atlanta.
No,
New York.
I'm done with Atlanta and New York. I say fucking Charlotte.
Charlotte. People think Charlotte might tank to get Victor Wembanyama.
They can't like what? Okay, yeah. I don't think they
kind of sus. They don't have Mikal Bridges, people are saying.
Okay, maybe that's something that, but I'm a believer in Lonzo Ball. Like they'll win a lot of games because of him. So I mean, that's probably a little high. I was thinking them to be a sneaky team to move up, but that might be a little too high. Then what? 8th spot? We're looking.
So I mean,
I can't say I can't.
Knicks,
I mean, I would say 8th spot probably. I was going to say.
Orlando.
No. I was going to say 8th spot, probably the Hawks, and then then maybe the Wizards.
Who do you think is better, Detroit or Orlando? The young players.
Detroit. One of them might tank. They'll tank like Orlando was one that picked up Holmgren, right? Like they got Holmgren, and then They got a bunch of European players. What's the other European dude that's on the team that's good? Fuck, I'm forgetting the name.
Wagner, Franz,
Yes,
my homie.
Yeah,
So here's their
so
roster: Orlando Magic roster: Cole Anthony, Mo Bamba, Paolo Montoro. Yo, this is my favorite team. Bol.
you
Devin
might be a
Kennedy,
Magic fan.
Wendell Carter Jr., Markel Fultz, RJ Hampton, Gary Harris, Kevin Harris, Caleb Johnson, Jonathan Isaacs, good player, Terrence Ross, Admiral Schofield, okay. Jay,
Yeah.
bro, his last name is Scrub. That's really interesting.
Wow, that's pretty
It's
bad.
SCRUBV. I don't know if Scrub will make the team. No pun intended. Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, and his brother Moritz Wagner. I think his older brother is Franz, right? That's a good brother, correct?
It's Mo Wagner and
Mo. That's the good brother. They're both good, but yeah, it's Mo Wagner. 6'11". They put him at 6'11". They got a good team, man. They got him.
Oh shit! I forgot about. I forgot about a team. But you said you were gonna stop me.
What'd you forget?
That a team that would probably be in the top 5 that I forgot.
Oh, Toronto.
No, not Toronto. The fucking Miami Heat.
You didn't even say Toronto.
I said the Miami Heat.
Yeah, Miami Heat. Toronto's good too. So you.
I said Toronto would probably be 7.
Okay.
And I said the Hawks 8.
Okay.
So
now
instead,
you gotta move them all down.
Now, yeah, probably.
Maybe
I guess
Boston
Toronto's
6?
8. Yeah, probably Boston 6.
Miami's at least 5.
Miami's probably at least 5. They might be 4 in front of the Cavaliers. I mean, they're just such a good defensive team. They're such a good team during the year. They were the number 1 seed over the Bucks last year. The Bucks were like 3rd or something like that. So like they were number 1 seed last year. So they didn't get worse. So yeah, damn. So still gonna go with Brooklyn because I'm crazy and I like Kevin Durant and I kind of like Ben Simmons. I don't like him so much as a person.
From my perspective, I think the team I'm interested in. I do like Orlando. They got a good team. I am interested to see how good Brooklyn's going to play. I don't think they'll be the first seed. I kind of wish they play that way and they play hard. They have a really good team. They got no bums on their team. They got no scrubs. No pun intended. So I'm not going to give the top 8. But I think Cleveland's going to be better. Man, there's such a NBA is, what did Bill Simmons say? That the NBA is right now so talent rich, and bringing in two additional franchises, to make it 32 teams is I can see talent wise. I can see that there's so many talented teams. Theoretically, John, in the NBA, I would say 12 teams are dark horses. Okay, there's a world where I can see Miami winning, Boston winning, Milwaukee winning, Philly winning, Brooklyn. I can see a world where Brooklyn wins, right? That's 5 teams in the East, at least 5.
Yeah, 76ers.
5 or 6. In the West, I can see Phoenix, Memphis, Golden State, Dallas, Denver. I can even see Minnesota pulling it out, and the Lakers. I can be, oh wow, there's so many good teams now.
All right, so top teams. Like the 90s. Here we go. Forget what we're saying with the rankings and all that other stuff. How do you think you'll be going to be the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals? What teams do you think are going to be there? Give me the West.
Dallas,
I knew you fucking say Dallas. You're a crazy person.
I'm not I'm saying I'm crazy. Dallas, and I'm gonna be different. Dallas and the Clippers.
That's not so different. That's not so different.
How about you?
And
I got Dallas going to the NBA Finals, dog. There we go.
Clippers Nuggets.
Clippers win.
And Clippers go. I like Kawhi. He's waited so long. He can't always
Time.
get. He can't keep getting injured in the middle of the playoffs. Every time he hasn't gotten injured in the middle of the playoffs, he's won he's won a fucking championship.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
He's literally only lost to injury.
Season. This is their fourth season. Remember, they signed a 4-year contract. Remember that?
Yeah, I know.
Season. This is like it almost. They have a really, really good team.
They're a really good team and a good coach. Which people
And you know what? Barbecue chicken.
What about the barbecue chicken? Who's barbecue chicken? Are you talking about Shaq? What are you talking about?
I just said that. I know what I was
Oh.
Okay. NBA Finals.
Right,
we got winning. We got winning.
So I was I said Clippers, and then who's your East? We got East.
Brooklyn and Boston, and I'll say Boston gets back there.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna say Brooklyn and the Bucks, and I think the Bucks make it back.
Wow, Bucks, LA.
I think the Bucks. I think the Bucks, like if as long as, like I said, it's an injury. If Chris Middleton and Giannis, I feel like he's like indestructible. So Giannis is gonna play. So if Chris Middleton plays, and Drew Holiday plays, if they all play, then I think they're probably the best team. I think they're the best team because defensively they're damn near unstoppable. Giannis is he's a nuclear weapon that you really can't even turn off.
They're getting that center back, right? He'll start season healthy. Talk about everyone playing.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm drawing a blank on his name. Brooks, right?
Wow. Brook Lopez, yes.
Brook Lopez,
yeah. And I think they're a complete team as long as they're healthy. So Giannis, I still think best player in the league. I'll go out on the limb and say I think he'll win his third MVP, I guess, this year.
Luka.
I know you want Luka to win his first, but I think it's still, Giannis is in the prime of his prime. He's won, and the only thing that really stopped him from winning last year was Middleton being injured. So, he's going to put up numbers regardless.
So Jokic is not going to win a third, correct? In a row.
No, because I think that would be like sacrilege.
So what do you have to average? 31 and 13?
No, he'd have to average 40 points.
40 points.
He has to average 40 points
40,
a game.
10-10. 40, 10-10.
For him to win a third time, yeah, I'd give it to him if he got that.
Okay. Not 35? You can't give me 35?
Maybe 35, but he needs to average like 3 blocks too. He's a center, dog. He needs like 3. I need some craziness out of Jokic for 3 times in a row. There's no 3 times in a row, dog.
Wilt, Larry Bird, maybe Kareem.
And no way in the fucking hell should I be naming Nikola Jokic name.
Why?
Why?
Why you hate him? Be real.
Why?
Because he's white?
Because he hasn't won shit. Larry Bird won shit. Fucking Wilt Chamberlain won shit. I don't care. He can have all the numbers ever. You got to win some shit. Like Russell Westbrook needs to win some shit. Russell Westbrook and Jokic on the same level to me right now. Same level of James Harden or whatever. Yeah, they're right there until you win a fucking. Okay,
go on a limb. Will Chris Paul ever win a championship anytime in his career? Got maybe 4 more seasons left.
Anytime, who knows? He might become a coach.
He can be on a bench. You have to be a player.
Okay. I'm gonna say no. He had 2-year window. It's done.
It's gonna be tough, bro.
The Suns will be like a top 4 team. I don't think they're not gonna be number 1, number 2. I don't think they do all that shit. He missed his time unless Devin Booker starts scoring 30 points a game. I don't know. Yeah, I think he's a little too old to. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think he'll win it. The Suns had the best opportunity to win it last year. And the year before, when all these people were injured and all these teams, they wouldn't have to go through Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. You know, they don't have to deal with Jamal Murray, possibly a better Michael Porter. Think about how good the Nuggets will be. Like, I'm looking forward to that if they do make it there. Think about how good the Nuggets will be. Think how 2-time MVP Nikola Jokic back with Jamal Murray and another year of Michael Porter Jr.
Two-time, maybe 3-time. I'm gonna say 3-time MVP.
That's why he can't. That's why he's not gonna win 3 because those other
MVP back with you.
Unfortunately, he can't win it without those people. Like Russell Westbrook couldn't win MVP with Durant. There's too much. He didn't have enough of the ball in his hand. Jokic has the ball all the time, and that's why he's able to fucking work on his stats. But I personally still think Joel Embiid is better than Jokic. I mean, if they're not injured, I prefer Joel Embiid. Jokic is a better passer, but yeah, Joel is like a whole thing. Jokic might stab you and put you in the back of the car for the mafia or some shit like that. But so that's that. And then the last thing we need to talk about is the most important topic of the whole week.
Okay, but before you ask that question, should I go watch Halloween Ends?
I mean,
eventually. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna ask. Go ahead. I'm not giving my money.
Yeah, just go watch it when it's on.
Silly ass ending. Right.
Yeah, probably terrible. Let's go into the most important part of the entire NBA offseason, preseason, all these things. And
Victor Wembanyama.
No, not that dude. It's Draymond Green Falcon punching like he's in Smash Brothers, Jordan Poole. Dog, the way he jumped into that punch, like it was like Super Mario Brothers, and mollywopped him was fucking hilarious. People are trying to downplay it. I'm like, but you don't see shit like that. You see it sometimes in football, like and when you're playing.
John.
What?
Don't hate the player, hate the game. This is water under the bridge, bro. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. It's what happens. Unfortunately, someone leaked it. If they didn't leak it, you wouldn't be thinking about it, talking about it. You know what I mean? So what's up? You can't always believe what you see.
I mean, I guess you can't always believe what you see.
He might have a big. This might actually make the team better. Who knows? It's basketball.
I mean,
okay.
I can't see how it makes the team better.
Okay,
when time out. When Draymond Green called Kevin Durant a bitch and said we're going without him, which turns out he was right because they won last year without him. When he called him a bitch, did that not ruin the team? The reason I bring this up, the punch, you think is going to be no problem. Is that what you think? It's going to be his water on the bridge, just going to go about the season like nothing happened. And Jordan Poole's going to be like, with his swollen eyes, going to be like, hey, man, nope. I know you punched me in the face. You were talking all that crazy shit, but, I shouldn't have been defending myself.
They're going to be like, Jordan Poole, go and fucking cook. Make yourself fucking $20 million a year.
I'm just saying, they need him to win.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, I can take my 20 points a game away. So, like, all right, here's the question I would ask. If you have to choose who you're trading first, getting rid of Poole, getting rid of Draymond.
I would trade. Dang.
I know it's fucked up.
What do I get back?
What do I get back, right? But trading away the dude that got punched in the face sends a certain message to the team, in my opinion. That's like, like, all right,
yeah, whatever. Soft, man. This world is soft.
I don't think it's so soft. I don't think you should be able to punch your teammates in a. I mean, yeah, like this is a regular setting. Like if they got a fight at a bar or party or something, I'm like, oh yeah, water on the bridge. They were drinking, they were in emotions, whatever. Like, you're at practice. Like, how do you know one day he's not gonna like punch you in the face while you're lifting weights or something?
No.
like, y'all this is in practice. He couldn't fight him after practice in the. All right, there's a difference between a kid saying, "All right, I'm gonna fight you after school," or fighting you in the middle of the classroom. This is a different level of not giving a fuck, right? Am I right? Like, he attacked him and was like, I don't care who's around, I'm attacking you now. Not like I'm gonna sensibly, since we're both multimillionaires, I'm not gonna talk it out with you later or fight it out with you later.
Yeah, Draymond, that's just the way Draymond rolls. Unfortunately, he lost cool. I'm not condoning that, obviously, but I just don't think it's gonna. I mean, dude is coming.
I'm just telling you how it is soft.
He won a championship last season, right? He won a championship last season. It's a contract season for Poole. So Poole has to ball out. And the team wants to ball out because the team wants to be one of the greatest teams ever. If they went back to back, Steph gets his 5th ring. Clay gets his 5th ring. Fucking Draymond gets his 5th ring. This shit is water under the bridge, dog. Trust me. And maybe when playoff season comes around in the NBA, everyone's trying to win. They'll win. They're not going to be any, now if you tell me Draymond can't shoot, or you tell me Poole can't shoot because of this, then it's different. My opinion.
Okay. I don't think Draymond can shoot. He does other things.
Yo, he can connect with his hands though.
I mean, yeah, he definitely did that. He jumped 1-footed into that, knocked that boy on the ground. But I'm just saying, like, this is how people look at stuff. Like, people jump to conclusions, and people, like, that's why I was saying those parallels earlier. But what's to stop him from punching a ref in the face that he disagrees with?
Oh, come on, man.
I don't know.
Right, I mean, you're right.
Why wouldn't he? Latrell Sprewell punched that Van Gundy. The only next step is for Draymond Green to punch Steve Kerr in the face.
No, not Van Gundy.
I'm sorry. I mean, I said Latrell Sprewell. Yeah, he choked him, right?
Sprewell, yeah.
Latrell Sprewell choked Jeff Van Gundy.
No, not Jeff Van Gundy. It wasn't Jeff. It's some other guy. I forgot his name, but go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was the other coach. It wasn't. Unless he also coached. He might have choked 2 coaches. Like,
Sprewell.
They put choke.
Yeah,
choke.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in there.
Yeah, I think I got it.
PJ Carlesimo.
There we go. Right.
When he was with the Warriors, he choked the shit out of him, dog.
Yeah.
They traded him.
Now, if there's a video for that, if there was a video for that,
and once I get a better computer, I'll have it. Like, I could easily do it with the share screen. But my computer is so fun.
No, I'm talking about an actual real video. I don't think there was a video.
Oh, I'm sure we can find it. That's true.
No, I don't think there was a video. I don't think there's a video for that.
Oh, well, okay, maybe you're right. But I also feel like he attacked Van Gundy. I also feel like he did something to Van Gundy too. I'm pretty sure. But I'm just saying, if we're talking about the spiciest players, he's up there with Draymond's up there with that level of Steven Jackson, Latrell Sprewell, like angry type of players.
Why you gotta always get back? Why you gotta be an angry black man?
Because 80% of the NBA is black.
So why you gotta be an angry
9%. No, they're just angry people. And in the NBA, most of the people are black. So by mathematics,
you can't make that association.
Yeah, I can do that for the NFL too. If white people are better at sports, white people, like, black dudes are better than white guys at sports, like white dudes are better than women at sports. It's like that's disparaging, that far apart how much better we are. So when you finally get one good enough.
Dope.
What did he do?
Latrell Sprewell. Leave that man alone. Let him live.
Dog.
I don't know what he.
Damn it, yo, he did something. Yeah, fuck it. I can't find it, but I could have sworn he did something to Jeff Gundy too. I know he played for the Knicks, and while Jeff Gundy was,
Maybe he slapped.
I think he had tried to attack him, and other people stopped him. Like Jeff Gundy, like moved away. Like that's what I recall. Like the Trump people was going to beat his ass too.
I'm pretty sure there are some.
Are you saying Draymond Green choking Steve Kerr is an impossible? Like, it can't happen. Is that what you're saying? It's not in the realm of possibility. Draymond being so angry that he steps to Steve Kerr. You don't think it can happen?
I mean, that probably already happened, bro. Like that's probably already happened.
Okay, maybe it was just behind the scenes. He didn't have a nice shiner on him. Like
I just think, man,
cool.
I think winning a fifth championship that's it, man. That's like the goal. They can't fuck around. The West is good. Clay's gonna be better.
Yeah, so why would you?
So many players gonna be better.
What I'm saying, why would you then punch a teammate that can add 20 points a game for you and actually help you win?
He didn't stab him. He didn't fucking beat him with a chair. He just a punch. Didn't even two beat him. It was one punch.
Yeah, I got you. But one punch could have been like, look how much bigger he is. It could have been like, it could have like fucked up his like ocular bone or whatever. He could have a permanent black eye. You never know what happens. Or he could just have PTSD that every time he sees Draymond, he thinks he's gonna fucking get attacked. I don't know. I wouldn't even pass him the ball if I was in the game. But so I'm just saying, I hope he gets past that.
Ocular bone. There is an ocular bone. Okay, you actually.
Oh, do I know more than you? I'm sorry.
Ocular. Yeah, I got it. Okay.
All right, you guys. It's like you got your job training and all the other things. Everything else, leave it to me, buddy. I got it. It's fine.
All right, boss. I got military training this weekend. Hopefully the testing works out positively for me.
Yeah, I think you're going to fail, and I'm trying to tell you the best way to do it. But
why?
I don't hope you don't. I really hope.
Why you think I'm going to fail?
I just don't trust that you're giving synthetic urine to the army, and I hope YouTube tells them. And I hope this is evidence in the future because it's just, I don't know, it's just a lie. It's just so non-try. Like, it's like, I don't give a fuck. You might as well just go in there with like water lemonade.
What do you mean non-try? The purpose of this is
to try. The purpose is to go down to a local smoke shop and buy some shit that can't even be legally sold as urine. What? You
don't think? Okay, I forgot the brand. I'll look up the brand. I'm not saying I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna look up the brand, look up the information, all that shit. Oh, come on, son.
Yeah, I would just trust it more if you were like, I ordered it offline from this place, and I'd be like, oh, okay, that might be legit. But you're like, I'm going to the corner store, and I'm gonna put the
smoke shop.
It's a smoke shop. That has. Okay, I get it.
It's an actual smoke shop. It has like weed paraphernalia everywhere.
Yeah, I get it. So I get why they would order some shit like that. So
yeah.
All right. Well, best of luck to you.
All right, buddy.
So till next week, guys. We will make this maybe Friday. Well, you're not gonna be off this early every Friday. So all right. Peace out.
Peace out.
Stop the stream.